Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Laurie from Quick Scrap Craft, and today I've got a process video for you. This is another one that uses up one of the homemade kits that I put together back in, gosh, I don't even know what month I put it together, for October, I guess. And it's kind of based on a Shimelle thing that she did during one of her lives, kind of based on one of her sketches. She had two photos. I'm just using one, and I will tell you more about it. But first, let me remind you that I want to welcome you to the channel. And if you're a returning subscriber, I'm so glad to have you back. Leave me a comment below. Let me know you're here. And if you're new to the channel, I hope that you find this process video to be inspiring and give you some ideas on how to use the items you already have in your stash in new ways. And I hope you consider hitting that subscribe button and ringing the notification bell so you don't miss out on other scrapbook process videos. I've been doing a lot of bashing my stash lately in my process videos, so hopefully there's going to be a lot of inspiration for you guys to check out here on the channel. And I might even make a separate playlist, like a bash your stash playlist of all the process videos that I've done using those kits that I put together. Putting the kits together was really fun, and it was a nice challenge too. And I know I've said this before, but I discovered things that I had forgotten that I had, which is really great. So if you're doing like a no spend challenge, either for a month or the whole year, I know a lot of people are doing it for the whole year, which I think is really hard. But if you're doing a challenge like that, or if you're planning on doing one for the new year, hopefully these videos are going to be helpful for you as you go through all your scrapbook supplies. Okay, so the photo I have here is a 4x6 horizontal photo, and it is has some faces covered up in it because it's a Girl Scouts photo from one of our troop meetings. And I wanted to use this particular kit that I put together because there's a phrase in it, a phrase die cut that says thank you. And so the girls were earning one of their daisy petals, and we made thank you notes, thank you cards to send to my brother-in-law who was deployed at the time. And so we sent them to him on his boat. And then it was really great because he sent us a letter back, and he gave us, he gave the girls one of his squadron patches. And so I got to bring that to them and show them that, and they thought that was pretty cool. So I decided I would put the patch and his letter in this layout as well. So what I think I'm doing, unfortunately, the voiceover thing, I do these on my phone, and the voiceover thing is covers up like covers up the bottom of the video. So I'm trying to like watch it and see through it. But anyway, so I decided to add a little tag to the letter. So the letter is going to be like hidden behind that really sparkly star paper. And then the tag, when you pull the tag out, then you can see the letter. And I was going to have the tag be on the back, but I got a little confused. And instead of punching a hole in the tag, I punched a hole in the letter. And I didn't mean to do that. So now the tag is covering up the hole that's in the letter. And it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. I also, in order to stick that patch down, I am going to use glue dots, but they don't work very well. So what I think the glue dots that I use, that you'll see me use, are basically just like placeholders for right now, and then I will go back later and like hot glue it onto the page. And really doing this page has made me think maybe I should have a separate Girl Scouts album. I don't know. It's something, you know, I don't want to be like having all these different albums that are regular yearly album. I'm doing a school album for my daughter. Do I need a Girl Scouts album? I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys think I should do, because I already have some of the Girl Scout layouts put into like the regular albums, so then I'd have to go back out and reorganize everything and blah, 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 blah. But it would be kind of cool at like the end of every year, every 2 years at least, when they bridge over to the next level, it would be kind of cool to like go back and look at those specific layouts and have an album that's just for the Girl Scouts thing. So I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. How much time do I want to devote to that? And how many more albums do I want to buy? Those things are expensive. Okay, so I've got the star paper, just that kind of strip, and it's going behind the photo. You can see a little bit of it peeking out around the patch on the left-hand side. And then I'm going to add another pattern paper in purple. I'm doing a lot of purple on this layout. I'm going to add that next to the photo. So you're really going to end up not seeing too much of that sparkly star paper, which is kind of fine because it's very glittery. It's iridescent. And so if you're looking at it in the light, you're like, whoa, it looks cool, but it's a bit much for a scrapbook page. I don't think I will get a paper like that again, but I'm using my stash. I'm trying to make the best of it. So I cover it up with a little bit of the polka dot paper, and that's actually on the right hand side there where I'm going to end up doing the journaling. So I will have to cut my own journaling spot, but We'll get to that in a second. So I'm creating a little embellishment cluster down at the bottom. I had these 2 pieces of paper strips. One of them is like a diagonal, and one of them is a branding strip from, I think, a Paige Evans pattern paper. So I'm gonna just kind of create a border for this layout and put the blue banner strip at the top and then the diagonal one at the bottom, and I will create a little embellishment cluster down in the bottom right hand corner because I like to work on diagonals, and if you follow the eye up the diagonal going up to the upper left hand corner, there's working on an embellishment cluster right there, and it all kind of comes together where the tag is for the letter, basically. So I using random things from my stash. You saw the title, the thumbnail for this, Utter Randomness. So this is like very old stuff, Valentine's Day stuff that I found like at Michael's. I don't even know where that compass is from. That might be, I don't know, that could be a Paige Evans thing too. I don't know. But I used a compass because we sent it to a boat, and so I was like, sort of makes sense. And then there are these cute little envelopes that I think were Paige Evans. I have a lot of old Paige Evans stuff. Those really aren't that old. They're from like I don't know, 2 months ago, Best of Both Worlds kit that Shimelle picked out. I've got a couple other envelopes that I'm going to put down at the bottom. And then some recollections. That's the Michaels brand stickers. I guess they were really more for like doing cards. So they have sentiments on them like thank you, sending hugs your way, many thanks. Yeah, I think there are 2 that say sending hugs your way. And I thought those were fitting because we were sending hugs to these service members, and we were making thank you cards. And so that all was very fitting, basically. And obviously the envelopes were fitting too because we mailed the cards in an envelope. It's the mail, right? And so then what am I going to do? I will add some enamel dots. And I actually am adding, this is very interesting, I will add some splatters. So I choose a purple, and I can't remember what color, but I think it was the Tim Holtz purple. And then I broke out my Dilutions. No, it's not Dilutions. It's my, I'm reaching for it right now. Hold on. I can't find it. Hold on. It's my Avery L white, I guess it's a misting spray. I still can't find it. I have so many misting sprays on my desk, and I'm literally like reaching behind me, just grabbing at something that could be it. And I don't know where it is. But I've used it before. I got it maybe was it last? It could have been last Christmas. I think I've had it for like 2 years or something. I don't know. But I got it because it came highly recommended, but so many times I would use it and it would like just sink into the paper, and then you couldn't see the white splatters at all. But I actually used it this time, and I thought, well, at least you'll be able to see it if I take pictures really quickly after doing the splatters at the end. And they actually, I'm looking at the layout right now, you can still see the white splatters. So perhaps there's something with this cardstock, which the background cardstock is just from a Recollections paper pad that I got from Michael's. But there must be something with the type of cardstock that you use, the thickness of it maybe. Yeah, I don't know, but it looks really cool, which I love because, and I've always wanted to like have this white spray and be able to use it. And I was so disappointed the multiple times that I tried to use it because it just never showed up, no matter how long I shook it up. But I'm very pleased with the way it looks on this layout right now. So what am I doing right now? I'm not doing splatters. I am creating a little banner. So the tag that's on the letter, I'm using that same pattern paper, and I'm creating a little like banner strip that's going to go down behind my, my photo journaling strip. And basically just because I want to bring that pattern to different elements, different sections on the page, just to kind of like tie everything together a little bit more. And so there's one at the bottom as well, just like the top of one. So it looks like I've got like 3 different tags going on basically. I didn't punch holes in the other ones though, because I wasn't going to do, I tied twine in the letter one, but I wanted that one to stand out specifically so you knew like that's the one that you're going to pull. I don't want anybody to pull a tab that's not really a tab. So anyway, then I added that thinking of you sticker with the flowers. I cut a journaling spot out of some very shiny and textured silver cardstock. And it actually works out. I used a zig Zig writer there, Zig marker pen, whatever it's called. And it did write very well over that textured cardstock. I was a little unsure of whether I should use the super shiny side, which looks really cool and goes with the shiny star paper, or if I should use like the blah, just plain gray backside. But I did the shiny side and I'm happy with it. And I'm doing the journaling right now. Off camera is where I do the splatters, but you will see them in the close-ups. And yeah, so basically, if you guys have any questions about the things that you saw me use, any of the techniques that you saw me do, or if you're like, why did you do this? Or why did you have that? Let me know in the comments below. I'm happy to answer those questions for you. And you can also just say hi to let me know that you're here and that you watched the video all the way to the end. It really helps us scrapbookers here on YouTube. It helps with like the algorithm and everything like that. So yeah, thanks so much. And the close-ups are going to follow so you can see things in a little bit more detail. I think here I was trying to figure out like what the date was of this. Oh, there are the enamel dots. Yes. So I'm using up, those are from Keep It Simple Scrapbooking. I got those at the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo, and I'm like literally just trying to use up all the last bits of them. I think I did a second layout after this, and I did finally pretty much use up all the colors. And yes, the colors like aren't super specific to the pattern papers that I chose for this. But I think it just brings some nice like other pops of colors. Like there's some navies and a teal, and I have some blues on the layout with the papers and the stickers. But I just kind of like the way that the just three little clusters of enamel dots look as you're kind of like adding to the negative corners, the white space corners of your embellishment clusters. And of course, there was one that lost the adhesive backing, which is really annoying. And it was so small, I didn't even bother trying to get a glue dot on the back of it. I was just like, whatever, you're going in the trash, you piece of poop. So here are the close-ups as I've promised. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you guys next time for more scrapbooking. Bye.